For decades, humanity believed it knew everything about America's space operations. NASA explored the moon, the Air Force launched satellites, and space, at least publicly, seemed transparent. But hidden behind classified budgets, silent rocket launches, and blacked-out mission details, another agency was operating in total secrecy. An agency so powerful that it shaped wars, monitored nuclear weapons, and watched the entire planet from orbit without the public even knowing it existed. For 36 years, this organization officially did not exist. No logo, no website, no acknowledgement. Yet during that time, it launched some of the most advanced machines ever built by human hands. This is the story of the National Reconnaissance Office, America's most secretive space agency. And these are 10 classified facts about the NRO that were never meant to be common knowledge. Number 1. The NRO existed for 36 years, without the public knowing. The National Reconnaissance Office was founded in 1961, at the height of the Cold War. Its mission was simple but terrifyingly ambitious: to build and operate space-based surveillance systems capable of monitoring America's enemies anywhere on Earth. For more than 3 decades, the NRO operated in complete secrecy. During this time, it launched satellites, gathered intelligence, influenced military decisions, and helped shape global politics, all while officially denying its own existence. Even members of Congress had limited knowledge of what the NRO actually did. It wasn't until 1992 that the US government finally admitted the agency was real. And even after that revelation, most of its operations remained classified. The truth is chilling. The NRO wasn't hiding because it was inactive. It was hiding because it was too powerful to reveal. Number 2. The NRO controls the most powerful spy satellites ever built. When most people imagine spy satellites, they picture simple cameras floating silently above the Earth, taking photographs from space. But the satellites operated by the National Reconnaissance Office are something entirely different. These are not just cameras, they are multi-layered intelligence platforms, built to observe, analyze, and predict events across the entire planet. NRO satellites are capable of detecting heat signatures from vehicles, facilities, and weapons systems, even when they are partially concealed or camouflaged. They can track missile launches within seconds of ignition, identifying the launch point, trajectory, and potential target almost instantly. These systems also monitor military movements in near real time, allowing analysts to detect subtle changes such as the movement of armored units, aircraft deployments, or naval activity, even in remote or hostile regions. According to intelligence experts, some NRO satellites are believed to possess optical resolution powerful enough to distinguish objects smaller than a standard license plate from hundreds of kilometers above the Earth's surface. But visual imagery is only part of their capability. Certain NRO platforms are designed to identify underground facilities by analyzing tiny variations in surface heat, terrain shifts, and energy emissions, revealing structures that were never meant to be seen. This level of surveillance is not science fiction. It is the result of advanced physics, precision optics, artificial intelligence, and decades of classified engineering technologies developed far beyond what is publicly known. And perhaps most unsettling of all is this: for the NRO, seeing is only the first step. Number 3. Some NRO satellites can listen from space. Not all NRO satellites look down. Some listen. Through a discipline known as signals intelligence, or SIGINT, NRO spacecraft act as massive orbital eavesdropping systems. They capture encrypted radio transmissions, military radar signals, electronic communications, and emissions from weapon systems deep inside hostile territory. From orbit, these satellites can intercept communications that never touch the internet. This turns space itself into a global listening post. Even secure military networks are not immune because signals always leak, and the NRO is designed to hear them. Number 4. The NRO has launched more classified payloads than NASA. NASA launches are public events. There are live streams, press kits, mission patches, and detailed explanations. NRO launches are the opposite. Since the 1960s, the NRO has conducted hundreds of launches, many of which remain completely classified to this day. In some decades, the NRO launched more rockets than NASA, yet provided no explanation of what was on board. Payload names were redacted, orbits were hidden, mission details were erased. Sometimes the only evidence of an NRO mission was a blurry rocket launch followed by silence. Entire satellites disappeared into orbit without a single public photograph. Number 5. The NRO's budget is larger than most countries' space programs. Exact numbers are classified. But intelligence analysts estimate the NRO's annual budget to be between $10 and $15 billion, possibly more. That's larger than the entire space programs of many nations. And unlike NASA, almost none of this budget is publicly itemized. No detailed breakdowns, no transparent contracts, no public oversight. This allows the NRO to fund technologies years, sometimes decades ahead of public aerospace development. In the shadows, money becomes power, and the NRO has plenty of both. Number 6. The NRO uses stealth satellites. Most satellites can be tracked by amateur astronomers, but not all of them. Some NRO spacecraft are believed to operate using stealth-like principles, including unusual orbital paths, unexpected trajectory changes, low reflectivity surfaces, and advanced maneuvering systems. These satellites don't stay where tracking systems expect them to be. They move, they adjust, they hide. This means there may be NRO satellites currently in orbit that are not fully cataloged by civilian space trackers, and that raises a disturbing question. How much is happening above our heads that we can't see? Number 7. The NRO helped end the Cold War without firing a shot. The Cold War was defined by fear, especially the fear of nuclear war. One false alarm could have ended civilization. NRO intelligence satellites played a critical role in preventing that. They monitored Soviet missile deployments, tracked nuclear facilities, and verified compliance with arms control treaties. This allowed world leaders to confirm threats without relying on guesswork or paranoia. In several known cases, NRO intelligence helped identify false warnings that might otherwise have triggered retaliation. Without these silent observers in space, history could have taken a very different path. Sometimes, the most powerful weapons are the ones that prevent war entirely. Number 8. The NRO designs satellites no one else can build. The NRO doesn't just operate satellites, it invents technologies. Many aerospace breakthroughs we consider modern today were originally developed in secret for NRO missions decades ago. Advanced imaging sensors, high-resolution optics, real-time data relay systems, all were first built behind classified doors. Only years later, after being replaced by something even more advanced, were these technologies quietly declassified and adapted for civilian use. This means the NRO is often generations ahead of publicly known space technology. What we see today may already be obsolete to them. Number 9. Some NRO missions remain classified even after they end. When NASA missions end, their data is archived and shared. When NRO missions end, many of them disappear forever. Even after satellites are retired or intentionally deorbited, their mission details often remain classified indefinitely. We don't know what they observed, what capabilities they used, what events they influenced. Entire chapters of history may already have been shaped by missions the public will never learn about. And that secrecy isn't accidental. It's strategic. Number 10. The NRO is preparing for space-based conflict. Recent launches suggest a shift in focus. The NRO is increasingly investing in space situational awareness, satellite protection systems, rapid satellite replacement, monitoring, anti-satellite weapons. This indicates preparation for a future where space itself becomes a battlefield. Satellites are no longer just tools, they are targets, and if conflict ever extends beyond Earth, the NRO will be among the first agencies involved. Silently watching, quietly preparing, always ahead. The National Reconnaissance Office is not a science fiction organization. It is real. It is active, and it operates beyond public visibility. While most of us look up at the night sky and see stars, the NRO sees signals, movements, and threats. The universe above us is not empty, it's monitored. If you found this deep dive into classified space history fascinating, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone who loves hidden history and space mysteries. And let us know in the comments, which NRO fact surprised you the most? Until next time, Stay curious, because some of the most important things in space are the ones we're not meant to see.